Hello, welcome to Organic Acting. I'm Chris Conway and this is how to get started in the acting industry. So the first tip is you've got to act. You've got to find your experience from somewhere, whether it's workshops, acting clubs, short films, amateur productions. As far as I'm concerned, acting is something that you have to practice. It's a skill. Even if you're a professional actor, you've got to keep on doing this. You've got to keep perfecting your craft. If you leave acting for months and years, it can be a little difficult to get back into it, to find your feet again. So first thing is you have to keep on acting. So the next thing you need to think of is your promotional materials. One of those things is your actor's headshot. This is my headshot. It's traditionally in a 10 by 8 inch format. Quite recently it's turned to colour photography. It used to be black and white, but this is the norm now. So you will need to invest some money in getting some quality headshots taken. Now these aren't glamour pics. This isn't an opportunity to show your beautiful side and for them to be completely touched up or photoshopped. These are supposed to be an honest representation of what you look like. So as soon as you walk into a casting director's room, they go, aha, that's that person. Next we have your actor's CV. So really clear, name at the top, everything that you've done separated into sections, so theatre, film, television, any training you might have done. Very clear, can be perused in a couple of seconds. What you will also need to do after you've had your headshots taken and you've got the master photos, you will need to have repros done or reproductions of that photograph. Nowadays, a lot of people are just sending emails with a digital file of that photo, which is the norm, but there are some people who prefer to receive a hard copy of your photograph. So you need to invest in some repros also. Next one is think about putting together a show reel of your work. This should always be film and/or television clips, not theatre. I can't stress that enough, not theatre clips. Why not theatre, I hear you ask? Well, theatre is a completely different medium, as you'll know if you watch some of my earlier videos. But theatre, if you put a camera on people on the stage, it really amplifies the overdramatic nature of that medium. It really doesn't work. Theatre should never really be on a show reel. It should be screen clips. These should be clips that are as professional as possible, show you in the best light. You should have the largest speaking role in those clips. It should be no more than 2 minutes, so a casting director can look at it and see it straight away without having to wade through reams and reams of pointless footage. It should also just be the scenes. There shouldn't be any clever montages or music over the top. Casting directors and agents hate that. Now, the next thing to really get started in this industry is to make sure you get yourself an agent or a talent agent. You can find work on your own, but it is quite difficult. An agent is there to find you work. That's the whole point. The reason why they do this, or should do this so well, is because they take 10 to 20% of anything you earn. But they are worth their weight in gold, or a good agent is. Now, your job as an actor is to find these agents and to start trying to reach out to them. Now, how do you do this, I hear you ask? First off, the internet is a great tool. Something I've got here is, this is more in the UK, this is the Actors and Performers Yearbook. So it's got all the contacts for agents and casting directors. What I suggest you do is really do your homework, whether you're going on the internet or using a book resource. Find out who represents the kind of actor you might be and really look at how they like to be contacted. Some agents don't like any unsolicited contact whatsoever. That means unless they've reached out to you, you need to stay away. You need to respect that. Some of them might say, please contact us if you have a show you'd like us to come to, or if you've got a new show reel, we'll have a look at that. Then you can reach out to them. Again, take a look at how they want to be contacted. Is it by email? Is it by post? Some of them only want postal submissions. You must research this, or you could potentially offend an agent. Then you want to send your headshot, your CV, a covering letter telling them why you're contacting them, in this case that you're looking for representation, then a brief thank you, and then it's kind of the waiting game really. Some agents will get back to you and say, yes, we're interested, no, we're not interested. A lot of the time, unfortunately, you may never hear nothing, and then it's a case of leaving it 6 to 12 months and trying again. If you're really lucky and maybe you're checking an agent's website out on the internet, you might find that they're looking to represent people, their books are open. If so, you should write immediately. Send the covering letter, send your materials. The same approach should be taken to casting directors. And finally, to train or not to train? Do I think you have to go to drama school to get started in the acting industry? No, I don't. I think you can get a hell of a lot of good training at drama school. I think you can learn things about the industry, absolutely. It helps if you've been to an accredited drama school when you're getting an agent. But I know a lot of actors, some really successful actors who have been in film, been in television, who never went to drama school. There's a lot to be said for networking and actually working as an actor. You can get a wealth of experience. Some experience I would say that you can't get in drama school. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so you get notifications. I'm Chris Conway, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.